And today I want to tell you a quick story about the Buddha, who was a very important spiritual leader, has helped millions and actually billions of people since he lived learn about the way we're connected with each other and nature and how much wisdom each and every one of us has inside of ourselves. And so the Buddha was a very interesting man. And people just would love, the more they heard him and saw him, they just came to really appreciate and want to see more of what he was doing and hear more of what he was saying. But you know what? He wasn't always talking. Sometimes he would just sit in silence with people. So just to start, I want to just have us do that for a moment. Let's just sit together for a moment and be quiet together. The Buddha would sometimes hit a bell like this to start. Let's do this and then be quiet together for a minute, okay? When the Buddha was with people, sometimes the silence was a long time, sometimes it was a short period, and then he would just talk and tell stories and ask questions. One day, he was talking about anger, which is a very normal human response, human feeling. We've all had anger. I don't even have to ask you that because I know we all have. And one time the Buddha said, holding on to your anger is like holding on to a burning coal and thinking you're going to throw that burning coal at the person you're angry at, except you're the one who gets burned. So people think, what does he mean by that? Well, a burning coal, I think, so a burning coal can be different things. It can be a piece of wood, a burning ember. I think he said a burning ember. Not sure. Daniel? Let's say he said something that's a burning ember coal. This is a piece of wood. Let's pretend it was just in a campfire and it's still red hot. We'll call it a burning ember. So he's saying, if I'm angry, holding on to this and thinking, I'm going to throw this at the person I'm mad at, the person who hurt my feelings. Well, I'm holding the burning wood. I can't hold that. It's going to burn my hand, right? So the question is, how do we work through our feelings of anger? How do we process them? How do we let go? And I think coming to church is one way we help each other learn some ways to think about it and some techniques. So, I wanted to teach a technique that's in our hymnal and in our religious tradition. When something bad happens that makes you angry, let's say you are on the playground at recess, and some friends are up on the playground equipment, and two of them come up and say, we don't want to play with you today. You're not allowed to play with us. Ha ha ha, and they run away. That has happened to me in the past, and it hurt my feelings when I was little. And I don't know if it's happened to you guys, or if you've seen it happen, or if you've done it to others. I did it to others, I think, when I was little. So it's a My
younger sister didn't do it to me. She's a baby.
Your younger sister has not done that to you. I'm glad, Willa. She's a baby. So, when it happens, it's natural if sadness or anger is one of your responses, but the question is, how long are you going to keep angry? So there's a saying in the hymnal that says, we forgive ourselves and each other, we begin again in love. And I want to invite you to say that with me. Try and say that with me together. Let's try and say, we forgive ourselves and each other, we begin again in love. Okay, so that helps us to remember it. Let's say So that's a way to not hold on to that coal and think you're going to throw your anger back at the people who said they weren't going to play with you on the playground, but put it down, to just say that in your mind, or you can say it out loud. We forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. Let's say that it's somebody's birthday party and you're really happy to be there, but two people there are just kind of in a mean mood and they call you a bad name. They call you a hurtful name. I don't need to give an example because we all know some words that are hurtful and not nice. You could hold on to your anger for the whole birthday party. You could let it just sit with you all night long, or you could try, according to the Buddha, to put it down and work through it. And you could say in your mind or out loud, we forgive ourselves and each other. We begin again in love. And I think the experience of many people, including the Buddha and the people that listen to him, and good people all around the planet have this lesson with forgiveness and working out anger, is when we put down the hot ember of anger, when we can, and move on, we're more opened up. Didn't you have free hands or a free heart? And someone can say, hey, let's stop the car and look at the moon tonight. Let's not just drive past the beautiful moon. Or, hey, I have energy. Let's play together. Let's get all the kids together and talk nice words with each other and play. And maybe if somebody's feeling sad, let's go over and help that person. And we'll have a better chance to moving through our days with more kindness and good words and being good helpers. So you all help me, Caleb.
Did you actually know that the moon doesn't stay in one place?
The moon does not stay in one place. I did know that, and I'm glad you're bringing that up. That's important. It's not a stationary universe. Daniel and I will talk about that with you another time. But listen, you all help me to work through when I get upset, because I have you in my heart from our community, and we're going to sing you off now to your program. Thank you all for being together with me.